Can I tell you my 2 favorite instances of LeBron exerting pressure on his teams? Because I made this whole list, and we can't just skip it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, your list was great, and I'm sorry that I've dragged us in this direction with this.
No, it's fine. A lot of them people already remember or still remember. Okay, so I found out in doing all this research. This is I just don't even think I knew this happened because I was not old enough apparently to be in it. That he took a meeting with Pat Riley and Michael Jordan in November 2009 in New York City one week when they were all 3 there. Those 3 people just had dinner and the Cavs knew about it like 6 months before free agency, and that didn't raise like the red flag of all red flags. We all still thought he was going to go to the Knicks. It's just shame on everybody who was around and paying attention and not 12 years old like I was, because that's about as obvious as it could possibly be. And then in the summer of 2014, as he was about to leave Miami, posting a hangout with Maverick Carter and Johnny Manziel in Cleveland with a bunch of people wearing Browns jerseys is just hilarious. Just like complete trolling. Hey, I like this football team again, and I'm hanging out with the superstar quarterback. No big deal. Nothing to see here. I'm just totally going to change teams and say fuck you to Pat Riley. Those were the highlights. Those were like the most just egregious, ridiculous ones that weren't even basketball related, that are just pure LeBron like trolling.
The number one all time for me with a bullet is the Bulls series, the year where David Blatt drew up a play for somebody else, and he said, "No, we're not doing that. I'm taking the shot," and then he hit the game winner. That's number one for me.
Yeah, I wish that David Blatt wasn't the victim of it, because a Blatt book about the LeBron season, My Year in the United States by David Blatt, would just be a bestseller, but also like kind of a tragedy story, like Shakespearean. Just
he has like some health issues now, so I hope he's doing okay. The other one, that is both a little bit him and both a little bit like the Cavs, was when he came back for Zydrunas Ilgauskas' jersey retirement, and it was just that? Like the year before he came back.
Okay,
and it was just it wasn't a meme at the time, but like Windy meme.
You can imagine Windy was doing it somewhere in like his living room.
I'm sure Windy might have been in the building Ohio. There. It's like it's a whole chapter in the book him and McMenamin wrote about the title. It's like literally a whole chapter of that book. The man is
a genius troll and a genius basketball player.
We will never, Brendon, I think in our lifetime, see someone like I don't know if we're ever going to see someone do this quite the same way again, because he also just like does. Like, he does stuff through the media in a way that, like, guys just now, like, have their agents leak it to Shams or Woj. LeBron just still, at times now, does the old school thing if he calls out, like, even just with his retirement stuff. He talked to McMenamin and he talked to Haynes, like, in the arena, like, away from everybody else. He used to do this in Cleveland all the time, where he would, like, Varden, Lloyd, and McMenamin, he'd call them over and just, like, talk a bunch of shit and like say what he wanted to say, and it got it out through those 3 specific guys. It's like guys don't do that like that anymore. Like Paul George has a podcast where he's calling Jalen Green like the king of Houston.
No, the Suns, when Phoenix reporters saw Kevin Durant in some sort of brace or something after he sprained his ankle during warmups in the game that was supposed to be his home debut, they installed a curtain between where the media press conference room is and the where we can see the entrance to the locker room, because they were so petrified that we, heaven forbid, might see an injury or something like that. So yeah, the culture of the league is very much geared toward protecting these guys. And I think there actually is something to be lost for it, because you don't get to control your narrative. You don't get to control all this stuff. Yeah, you can go do your podcast, but then in most cases people kind of laugh at you. So it's different. I'm not saying that everybody owes everything to the media, but LeBron did it and it seemed to work. So can we fix the Wizards?
Yeah. So I've had this segue now in my head for like 10 minutes, and I'd like to get it. I'm sorry to the Washington Wizards that once again LeBron James just like pushed you back further than you would have liked to have been, but like that's life for you, Washington. I'm sorry LeBron James sucked out your air.
Salute to Deshaun Stevenson.
Yeah. Real shots to Jay-Z and Soulja Boy was a time, man. What a time that was.